or as in Hebrew, he is Elazar, and how Yeshua or Jesus raised him from the dead, right? We all know that he was dead for 4 days, he got sick, and Yeshua wasn't there to show up to heal him, but he can't raise him from the dead. But there's an important part here where the family is extremely sad, right? These are good friends of Yeshua. It's never stated, but you can tell that they are friends. He cares about these people. They're mentioned several times. He's eating with them. He could be possibly family. We don't know, but he is in close relationship to these people, and he cares about these people, right? So he sees that here in verse 33. It says, "When Yahusha therefore saw her weeping, and the Yehudim also weeping, which came with her, he groaned in his ruach and was troubled, and said, Where have ye laid him? They said unto him, Adonai, come and see. Yahusha wept." So it says he groaned in his ruach, right? He was grieved, right? He sees all these people sad. The point I'm trying to get across here is he is human too, but yet he still kept the Torah. There are people that say it's too hard for a human to do, too hard. No, Yeshua was human too. He kept the Torah. He was human. He said Yahusha wept because he felt grieved. He saw his friends, people who care about, grieving. And as a human, you know it hurts to see someone you care about sad. You know it's very painful. You know it's a very hard thing to see someone crying over someone they've lost. You know that's a very hard thing. And there's so many other examples where Yahusha is human, right? He gets worried at the end. He gets very distressed at the end, right? He's like, if I don't have to die, don't let it be. If I don't have to die, don't let it be. But let your will be done, Father. And he goes back and he prays that, right? There's several times where he shows a very human side on him, in which he is a straight 100% lived a human life. He was a human. He may have been filled with the Ruach HaKodesh. He may have had these spiritual blessings, which you could have as well if you had the faith. Like he said, if you had the faith of a mustard seed, you could move this. So there are no excuses not to follow the Torah. There are no excuses not to do as he lived the life he lived, because he lived a perfect and sinless life. And we may make mistakes, but we can absolutely do our best, and we can begin by starting at the Torah, right? It begins at understanding that Yeshua saved you from your sin. And what was your sin? Your sin was the transgressions of the Torah. And now that you're at that point, what do? You are to begin reading the Torah, understanding it, doing as the Torah says. It says, do not take my name in vain. That means don't bring it to naught. That means you cannot say the things you would say about his name. You would keep it highly regarded as you would someone of honor. Then you go into the Shabbat, you keep the Shabbat, and you find out what day the Shabbat is. And these are the things Yeshua had to go through, right? He had to live this life, and he lived it perfectly. So there are no excuses to not follow the Torah. There's nothing hard about it because Yeshua was a human, and he did it.